Hey there, guys. It is me, it is CK Burlow from the Burlow Group Tax and Accounting Firm. So listen, I hope that you are out there thriving and crushing those goals, right? And so I am just a little bit stuffy today, but nevertheless, I feel good and I am ready to share with you a couple of tips of things that you're going to need to get your business taxes filed, all right? So I want you to keep in mind though that depending on what type of business entity you have, you may not need all of these items. But this is basically like a general overview of the things that you are going to need. Okay. So first of all, your personal information. You're going to need your social security numbers for yourself, for your spouse, dependents, anyone that you are looking to file on your taxes. You're going to need their information, including the date of birth for everyone. So again, like I said, keep in mind that it really depends on what type of business entity you have. Like if you have an S corp or a partnership or a C corp, then you're not going to need your dependents information. But if you have a sole proprietorship, or if you are a single member LLC, then yes, you're going to need to add on. You're going to need your personal information, all right? So again, that's the social security numbers of everyone that you are looking to put on your taxes, your spouse. You're going to need the date of birth for everyone. And then the second thing is income documents. Now, you hear me preach a lot that bookkeeping is definitely needed if you are a business owner. And here is why. Here is one of the reasons why that is important. It's because during tax time, you're going to need to have your profit and loss statement. And it's always good and even more beneficial to also have the balance sheet as well. So what the profit and loss statement is basically going to summarize all of your business revenue, your costs, your expenses. It's going to tell your tax preparer everything that has happened within your business over the year, right? And your balance sheet is basically going to show all of your assets, your liabilities, your equity. So it's going to give us all that juicy information that we need to properly prepare your business taxes. So you have to scramble and get all of this information in December. You're looking for invoices, you're looking for you're looking for check stubs, you're looking for receipts. If you have proper bookkeeping, then you're not going to have to do all of that running around when it's time for you to file your business taxes, because your numbers are being recorded monthly, on the monthly basis, right? When you have bookkeeping. So if you don't have bookkeeping in your business, go ahead and get that established for 2024 so that your taxes can be done smoothly, all right? So that was your income statements. You're going to need to have those documents in order to let your tax preparer know what was your revenue, what was your expenses, and all of your costs, all right? So another thing is to if you have your previous business tax return, that is going to be very, very helpful as well, because it's going to allow your tax preparer to be able to compare your last year taxes to the current year taxes. And you're going to get a better picture of what is happening in your business when it comes down to your taxes, all right? So that's going to give you a larger scope of what's going on when it comes to how you are taxed within your business. So if you're able to prepare that previous year, that is going to be a bonus. All right. So here are some other things to consider. You're going to need that your expense records. So most of the time, I require my clients to give me like I have a threshold of the receipts and the invoices that I want to see. So, but it's mostly for you to definitely keep those records. Like in the case of an audit, they're going to want to see all of your receipts of the things that you are taking as a tax deduction, all right? So keep those receipts of all of your business purchases, for your utilities, your rents, your operational costs, like anything that you are spending within your business. Keep those receipts. And again, this goes back to bookkeeping. If you have a good bookkeeping system in place, you're gonna have those records, right? You're going to have those receipts. But if you do not have bookkeeping, then what I want you to do is kind of snap a picture. Like you can even like snap a picture of it and save it to your desktop. Like you don't have to keep the tangible receipt, right? So for my bookkeeping clients, we have an app to where they're able to snap a picture of the receipt and it automatically uploads to their QuickBooks account. So that is something that you need to consider as well. If you do not have bookkeeping, like you want to have something to where you are able to keep those receipts, whether you're doing it physically, but you know sometimes that ink will fade, so you definitely want to at least take a picture of everything and kind of keep it organized. All right. So another thing is this that you're going to need. You're going to need to know your business structure. Oftentimes we run across business owners and they are not sure whether they are an S corp or they're not sure if they are an LLC. Like they just don't know, and it could be for many different reasons. Sometimes we outsource and we have someone set up our business entity and then we don't receive the paperwork or we lost the paperwork. So when you are establishing your business, make sure that you are keeping all of your documents, okay? And you want to make sure that you have your EIN, right? You want to have these things together and organized so that you are able to send over a copy to your tax preparer so that everything is being verified. Then we know that we are filing your taxes according to the business entity that you are in, right? So keep those business structure documents handy. You want to also be able to provide any type of asset or depreciation records, because this again kind of goes back to your bookkeeping. If you have an asset or an equipment, if you have bought a purchase large equipment, you want to be able to take that as a tax deduction. You want to be able to write that off on your taxes, right? And then it's even more beneficial to you if you are able to depreciate it. So any type of purchases that is going to be a business asset to you, you want to be able to depreciate it, and you're going to need those records to be able to pass it on to your tax preparer. Okay, so that is basically a general list of the things that you need to get your business taxes filed. And I'll go over it again for you. That is your personal information. And again, this really depends on what type of business entity you have. You're going to need to have your income documents. That is your profit and loss statement and your balance sheet. If you are able to provide that as well, that's going to be good. And your previous business tax return, if you can provide that, that is going to be really beneficial. And as well as any expense records. You want to keep those receipts and keep those invoices, have them organized. And let's see, your business structure documents, you want to have those ready, as well as your EIN number. And lastly, your assets and depreciation records. If you have made any large purchases, you want to be able to write those off as a depreciation on your taxes. And so you want to have that information handy and ready that you're able to pass on to your tax preparer. And so guys, if you need support in this area, if you need someone to help you get organized in your books, or if you need someone to help you stay compliant when it comes down to your business taxes, you can always reach out to me at hello@tkbarlow.com. I'll put a link below to where you can go ahead and jump on the calendar, because we are ready, right? We are ready to go ahead and get you all organized and tax time compliant so that you can have a smooth tax filing for 2023. All right. So meantime, cheers to your success, and I will see you on the calendar. Talk to you soon.